Yo, what's going on, sexy YouTube individuals and Dragon Ball Z enthusiasts right out there? This is your boy RBG, aka the Random Black Gamer, hitting you guys up with another Dragon Ball Xenoverse discussion. And for today, we have a very special guest, a very prominent YouTuber. Go ahead and introduce yourself, my fine gentleman.
What is up, guys? SdotStormzHD may have heard my catchphrase. If you're gonna do it like a boss, and started doing a little bit more Deep Z videos. You may know me as a Naruto channel. But yeah, we're here about to do some epic discussions on the new hype game, Xenoverse. And I'm here with the legend Random Black Gamer. Of course, thank you for having me in your video.
Anytime, man. It's always good to network with fellow DBZ fans. And we're a family, we're a movement. We got to keep this shit going, and we got to represent for Dragon Ball Z fans out there. And especially our fans. I know that we have a lot to talk about in terms of what we want to see up in the video games. And guys, by the time this is uploaded, it'll probably be up late uploading the video. You know, we all nighters like that. But my boy SdotStormzHD, he's gonna have a similar video pertaining to another topic on Dragon Ball Xenoverse uploaded. So if you want to, go check out his channel, and for all my subscribers, definitely subscribe to his channel, and don't forget to press a like on this video. Demolish the like button, or if you don't like what we have to talk about, dislike. We just ask for your feedback. We don't give a
Yep, we need ratings. We need to know what we're doing right, we're doing wrong. But overall, it's all about the hype and bringing the attention back to DBZ. That's what it's all about.
Exactly, man. Let's get this shit rolling. So, me and SdotStorms, we wanted to talk about certain features that we thought would be interesting if Dimps actually included, because Storms HD, like we were saying, Dimps, they pretty much said a bold statement. They said this is going to be the game of all games. This is going to be the masterpiece, the holy grail of all DBZ games.
They pretty much put their neck on the chopping board and just got someone to be ready to start hating, because we got haters there, but as soon as they blow our minds, they have done it for DBZ games, and it'll just be a breakthrough. But if they do flop, which I'm having a lot of faith in them, it's really going to be bad considering the past DBZ games. But they said it will be a masterpiece, and Dimps hasn't really made any games I've totally hated. So
I know, right?
Guys, a lot of hope.
Exactly. And one thing that really, that I'm really excited for, and something that caught me off surprise. Now, Storms HD, that like with each Dragon Ball Z introduced for a next gen platform, like we have for the PlayStation 2, like when they introduced the Budokai series, you only went to a certain arc, which is I think it extended from the Saiyan arc to the Cell arc. It kind of seemed like it was following that similar pattern for all the games. Like once they progressed over and they transferred over to another generation, they only included a certain amount of arcs, kind of like in the burst limit fashion, where it pretty much repeated that same pattern,
which was just not I mean, burst limit, the only problem literally with burst limit, actually two problems: couldn't charge up, but that's other people's problems. I didn't really mind because I like to have more combat rather than standing far away and charging. But the two problems were obviously that, and it didn't go on long enough. If it had a Boo saga, it would have been good enough. Exactly. GT would be amazing, but Boo was the minimum requirement. So I don't know why they did that, but hey, that's what they did.
Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't want to see the bubblegum pink blob in its awesome glory jiggling around in glorious 1080p HD? That's but this time around, we've seen the trailer, and we've been getting a lot of leaked information within the actual beta that they're going to have GT characters and Dragon Ball Z characters, which is another thing that we're going to talk about. I just wanted to bring that in, but that's not what we came to talk about. We wanted to talk about the features that are going to be included into this game. So I wanted to talk about the certain emotes and stuff within the hub world that we have the characters,
the emotes, the fusions, the different races and stuff.
Yes, like Dragon Ball Z, it's a world with endless possibilities. There are a plethora of things that people can do. The deviant art, it's always coming up with these different ideas. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have an orgasm for most of the stuff that hasn't been unveiled yet, from Dimps. But I just came up with this awesome idea while I was working, in my old fantasy world. You see the emote that they have where you can do the Ginyu Force dances and shit like that.
Yep.
And you have the fusion pose. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, you have the fusion pose and it's a dance, and this is a Dragon Ball Z universe, and this is going to be a masterpiece. What if I had a character, and one of my friends or somebody in the online hub world had a character, they had the similar type of build, and they had a similar power level, and they had to do the fusion dance down to the letter to where it was perfect in perfect unison. What if we were able to fuse?
That would be awesome. In Toki Toki City, just able to fuse, run around as a combination, and then other people can see the two people who fuse. That would be beast. I think that would be a really cool idea. I mean, like, you'd have to get it perfect. You'd have to have close levels, so when you're leveling up your character, it would be kind of create a good kind of online bond with whoever you're training with in the game, because it meant that you would have to level up together, doing the quests together and everything, and then when you get close enough, that would be sick. That's a cool idea.
And another thing that I was thinking about that you mentioned being similar on that closer level and leveling up with your partner, not only that, but actually like being able to actually monitor what you put in your character slots. Like if I had to say, oh, hey, you're gonna have to take one capsule away because I don't have that capsule, and everything has to be like completely in sync, I would have to downgrade off of one little key charge or whatever, in trade to actually make that perfect warrior.
That would be cool, because then you would know that, okay, this when we fuse, we're not gonna have Kamehameha, so you're gonna have to move Kamehameha to whatever slot to make it work. So yeah, I mean, got a lot of replay value with what you're saying.
Exactly, man. Like, the possibilities is always endless with Dragon Ball Z, and I think, the fans themselves, they want something to where they can actually go in and do it because they know the lore of Dragon Ball Z and they know what goes where. And, since we're on the topic of fusions, I thought that, let's not leave out the other races. You got the human race, the Saiyan race, you got the Namekians, and the, the Majins, and the, what do they call it?
The Namekians?
Yeah, the Namekians, and you got the mutants.
Kojins?
Yeah, Kojins. Yeah, that Frieza race, that cold race. I also got on that subject, like, since all these other races seem to be familiar with fusion, maybe they would have different types of fusion as well, because, you have certain things that certain characters can't do, because you notice in the beta, right, like Storms, you notice like when you go to item shop, you only have like a certain item that you can equip on a certain race.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe they will have like a fusion for the Boos, like the Majin Boos race and the Namekian race, where I can choose if I want to become a Super Namek, or if I want to choose I want to be a more perfect being, like pretty much just like reunite with another Majin to become like this ultimate Majin.
Yeah, and you would have to have like a specific kind of like outfit or uniform before you could actually make it possible for you to fuse, so that the fusion kind of has a particular distinct look.
Exactly.
It may be with Patora earrings, it may be with the dance, it may be the way Namekians do it, maybe Boos coming together, like how Skinny Boo, Fat Boo made Super Boo. Could be anything. It could be. It has a world of possibilities,
Yeah, that's a lot of boo-boos you added up in there, sir. No pun intended. No pun intended, man. This is just an awesome discussion, guys. It's all about fellowship, man. Like, for real. Like, what do you think about that, though? Like, like the possibilities are endless. Like he said, Potara earrings, the list just goes on and on. You have all these different things, that us as DBZ fans can contribute and, share with them. So, the game, it's nowhere near its completion. There are still things that can be implemented, and there are also different things that can be implemented later on in further DLC. If they decide to, use the active DLC, this would probably be the proper time to, to do so. Just using DLC for those things and actually being able to, just come out with stuff that's going to keep the, the community, involved and keep them more excited. And
let me just say this before we move on to our clan stuff and stuff. I was gonna say about the fusions, right? I don't know if you guys have ever played Budokai 2 and actually got to the point where you were able to unlock Gokul and Tiencha. They were so awesome. They're basically Tiencha is the full human race, and Gokul is obviously Goku and Hercule. So Saiyans and Earthlings, them being able to fuse perfectly would be so good.
Exactly.
Piccolo fusing with Kami, and Nami was the other guy.
I think it was Nail, if I'm not mistaken.
Nail. I'm thinking of
that. You're going back to Dragon Ball. It's like we're going way back, man. We're going back to where it started.
You see, that would be so cool if they incorporated it in that way. Saiyans and Earthlings, it would give your friends more of a choice. They wouldn't have to feel like, oh, I have to be a Saiyan to be able to fuse with you. It's just loads of brainstorming ideas. The game's far from done. Like Random Black Gamer said, they could add so much now. They've already done their service testing. That's mainly the issue with all the games. As long as you get a server done, adding new things, not a problem, especially when it's just these little things. So, but yeah, Guys, let us know what you think about it. Let us know what you think about the fusions and what fusions have been in the past games in the series that could be done, put together. You know, we even had, let me just bring up a funny moment. I don't know if you remember Budokai 1, Cell, those what if stories.
Oh, yeah.
Cell, and Krillin.
Yeah.
Krillin? Yeah. Oh my gosh, imagine how funny that would be. Just have a mini form. You know, they could really make this game a really comical, have a comical side, a serious fighting competitive side, and it'll just welcome it to all sorts of fans who just like different aspects of the game.
Yeah.
So I'm pumped for what they could do with it, and you know, like you said earlier, similar to CC2, Cyber Connect 2, Dimps listen to suggestions, so giving this all to them is just opening their horizon, giving them so much to do, you know, just letting the sea of ideas just flow through.
Yeah, like
man,
we
I'm
said,
hyped.
man, like I'm sorry to cut you off, man, but like I was saying, like our voice, it echoes past mountains, and you know, Dimps, they seem to be taking a lot of stuff into consideration, and they pretty much have their eye on, you know, something that's perfect. You know, it's perfect. It will stand the test of time and become the perfect being in your Dragon Ball Z library. Cell approves. You know.
Exactly. This game has got a lot of hype, a lot of expectation, but it's going the right direction.
Yeah, so since you pretty much ushered in that topic of clans, guys, you know, like every community has their own group of douchebags that think they're the best, and I think me and my boy SdotStormzHD, we're gonna be some. we're gonna be
them douchebags.
Yeah, we're gonna be them douchebags, man. Like we're gonna have some epic teabagging and shit like that once we drop your characters. So, you know, like me and him were saying, you know, hey, they have like this, you know, like this clan thing for like games like Call of Duty or whatever.
Call of Duty, yeah.
Wouldn't it be so interesting, like if they were to implement something to where you would have to like use clans, you know, and actually have people that were only exclusive to your own, you know, team or whatever.
And I mean, guys, you wouldn't even have to think of something. Maybe some of you guys are watching like, yo, I'm not into the whole clan thing. I've never really been. It always has loads of hype and drama. Some people do like the drama. Sometimes drama just makes the game more exciting because you know that, you know, you can't let your team down, all that. But sometimes it just comes down to clan/teams, I would like to call it, because you know we can already do quests together, right? You can do quests with your party. If you go to Toki City, you can go to a party leader who actually set it up for you, and then literally you can do quests together. You can try and break records. You can do all this stuff co-op, fully co-op, and you know there's no hype about it. But if you are the hard knock type gamer who wants to prove to the world that you are the biggest douchebag of the world or you are the strongest in the universe, then of course you can have your teams ready to do your 3v3s. Your clans can be so big, but then you can just decide which team goes in to fight who and record it. You know, maybe if you got YouTube, maybe if you don't, and you're just keeping tabs on it, trying to be the strongest. It would be cool. I mean, of course, I'm not gonna love all the clans out there because, you know, you guys come douches real quick. But then, at least we have that system in a game, which it gives the game a lot more replay value, especially online. A lot more reason to play it other than just the simple fights, you know? Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah, man, he pretty much said it best. You know, like this is gonna give that game its interesting factor. You know, it's gonna give people that competitive edge and keep them motivated to, you know, kind of fine tune their team chemistry. You know, and you know, just, you know, you're basically, you know, just trying to be the best that you can be. You know, best squad or whatever. But I'm gonna bring this video to a close because we've been talking about enough, and we still have a lot of stuff to cover. So be on the lookout for future videos. Like always, guys, we really ask that you support us, like the video, go subscribe to my boy SdotStormzHD because he is a boss. Like, I have to go ahead and give him that. He's holding it down. Like the guy, he does, you know, he got his thug thizzle going. Editing is always on point.
Cheers, man.
You know. But yeah, leave your likes and discussions and stuff in the comment section below. What do you want to see? Do you agree with our fusion idea? Things that we, you know, like pertaining to fusion, the fusion dance and the different races and methods they would use to fuse. Everything that you want to see, let us know in the comment section below. And let's try to hit a like goal of 200 for this video. And I know SdotStormzHD. He's probably gonna get a like goal of like 300 or something because his fans are just they be hyped.
Nah, we'll get that goal, guys. Make sure we get that goal. You know, we gotta get that 200 likes on this video.
Yeah,
we gotta get it.
Yeah. But anyways, sexy individuals. This is your boy RVG and my boy
SdotStormzHD. And you don't mind if I say my closing phrase?
Man, go ahead. You know, I say I need to come out with my own closing phrase. Go ahead, man.
And remember, if you're gonna do it like a boss.
Peace out, guys.
Take care, guys.
All right, peace.